Hey guys, it's your boy Mandris coming at you with a video geared towards casual gamers on how to achieve 2000 Paragon each season, which will help your non-seasonal Paragon overall. First thing you need to do is pick a class, know the spec of the class. Probably just as important, play with a group. Find a group of friends that plays, find a clan. If you play in a group, you are going to get more XP than if you play solo. If you play solo, your classes and specs choices are a bit more limited because some specs are better than others for soloing. If you're playing as a group, here is the best advice that I can give you. You need to gear it to spend as little time in town as possible. If you want an idea of how this is done, on when season 19 premieres, I'm going to be streaming for 24 hours, and you're going to see how much time and how little time we spend in town. We're going to be doing rifts, out killing monsters in Fields of Misery, doing anything that gets experience, not sitting in town. The biggest mistake a lot of people make is sitting in town, wasting time, looking through your inventory, so on and so forth. The more time in town, the less levels you're going to achieve. So, after you've picked your class, you've picked your spec. The third thing you want to do is you want a power level. And I say that because I'm betting that it's not the day the season comes out. It's probably that weekend or it's the following week. So, ask around in general chat, can anyone power level? If they can, then they're going to power level you up to 70. You'll be 70 inside of 15 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom. Now you're on to your Paragons. I say pick your spec because look at Hadrig's Gift. Hadrig's Gift is going to give you a set for completing chapters 1 to 4 in the seasonal journey. So for Demon Hunters, I know in season 19, you're getting the Unhallowed Essence. I know Barbarians are getting the Waste set. So you can already gear or tell if that's the way you want to play your character. For me, that works out perfectly for either Barbarian or Demon Hunter. I play them both. After that, once you reach 70, you want to run rifts to get gear. You want to run rifts to collect keystones. After that, you want to start knocking off your seasonal journey. So in chapter 1, you want a normal rift, level 50, kill Queen Arene, kill Sadia. You want to do 5 bounties, socket 5 gems, level your blacksmith, your jeweler, and your mystic to 10. Really easy. Chapter 2, expert rift, level 70, kill Magda on hard, kill Adria on hard. Unlock your Kanai's cube, fully equip your follower. All artisans level 12. Craft a level 70 item at blacksmith, craft a level 70 item at jeweler, enchant at mystic, transmog at the mystic. Really easy. Chapters 3 and 4 get a little harder with, like, Azula has to be done on T2, Cool has to be done on T4, but ultimately they're really easy things to do. The most time consuming thing you're going to find is the completing Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, and Act 5 bounty cache. However, if you do those in a group, it will greatly increase the speed in which you complete chapters 3 and 4. The one thing you will have to do by yourself, and you'll have to leave group to do it, is a GR20 solo. When you do a GR20 solo, you will complete, or that's one of the steps to complete chapter 4. When you complete chapter 4, that's when I would go down to my mailbox, open up the 3 Hadrig's gifts, and now you have your full set. Once you have your full set, you gear it. I'm going to do a separate video for Barbarians and Demon Hunters on how you want to gear, what stats you want on the gear. But, for example, with Demon Hunter, going on Unhallowed Essence, you're still going to look for a Witching Hour belt, you're still going to look for a Focus and Restraint ring, you're still going to look for a Squirt's necklace. You're still going to look for a Gang's Recurve, a Dead Man's Legacy, and your Raps of Clarity. So you're going to, as you're running rifts, you're still going to look for those. But once you complete Chapter 4, you have your 6-piece set, which is going to help you out immensely. Now, you can either continue on to Slayer, Champion, Destroyer, and Conqueror, where you get your bank tab, or you can wait to do that at the end of the season. It doesn't really matter. For leveling your Paragon and attempting to hit 2,000 Paragon in a season, after you do Chapter 4, you want to work on completing that set with, for UE Demon Hunter, the pieces I just mentioned. You want to work on upgrading your set items to Ancients. After that, with your group, you want to spend time in public rifting. I would rift till I was roughly Paragon 500, 600, and collect keystones. Reason I would do that is, as you're collecting keystones, especially if you're doing it throughout your work week where you only have an hour or two a day to play, when you hit your day off where you can play for 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, you and your friends can go non-stop greater rifts. So you can do 2 back-to-back at GR 70s, 80s, and farm them just back-to-back. If you farm GR 80s, you will hit very close to Paragon 2000 by the end of the season. And that's saying you play 3 or 4 hours on your days off, you play an hour or two a day. You just have to make sure not to be in town. When you spend a lot of time in town, you totally mitigate all the XP you're getting per hour. For example, if my math's right, if I run GR80s for 1 hour, I'm getting roughly 280 to 350 billion experience in an hour. Okay, what does that mean for you? How does that translate? Right around Paragon 500, I want to say, is where it starts getting a billion per hour, or a billion to level from Paragon 500 to 501, for example. Well, if you're getting 300 billion per hour, in an hour of doing GRs, you can go from 500 to 600 or 700. You'll gain 300 billion experience. So you won't quite get 800, but it could be 750, 700. So in 1 hour, you've gained 200 Paragon. And that's saying, again, you can do a GR80 on farm at that point. And that's just an example of how quickly XP can accumulate. So you could find after 2 weeks, you're already at Paragon 1100. So now you have 11 weeks more to get 800. So it's simple math like that I would suggest. Another thing I would suggest is if you leave your battle tag in the comments section, I'll add you on my friends list. If you need help with power leveling, if you need help with gearing, if you want some run-throughs, I'm more than happy to help people out, and in fact spend a lot of time helping people out in-game. Another thing I would suggest doing is look for an active clan, and that's if it's you by yourself. If you are in a dead clan, like I know a lot of people are, leave the clan, look for an active clan. That way, if you log on and it's active, you'll always find somebody to group with to take you through greater rifts. Biggest advice I can tell you if you're looking to do it that way, make sure you always have greater rift keystones. It is a downer when somebody asks you and says, "Hey, can you run me through some greater rifts?" And you say, "Okay," but then that person doesn't have any greater rift keystones, because you have to stop what you're doing, go through a rift or 2 or 3 to build up a nice stack so you can just pump out some greater rifts. It's not that it's annoying, it's that it's a shame that you're asking for help and now we have to do a very basic thing to get you really where you want to be. So that's my advice. Like I said, feel free to leave your battle tag in the comment section. I'll gladly add you and continue to give you some advice. If you guys like this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe so you get notifications on all my upcoming videos that I do. I typically stream 2, 3 times a week, so and I play probably 5 times a week. So you're always going to find me online. Let me know what you guys think of this video.